Tao. Anybody here never heard of the Tao before? Okay. And yin and yang, we have our yin and yang up this week, back here too as well. And that idea of the Tao is, I can't even sit here and explain it. Right? We call it, in Western, we call it God, but we've mostly personified what God is, right? And in Eastern philosophy, in Chinese philosophy, they left it open. Right? They left it open. So we're going to leave the concept of Tao open, right? So what I want you to do is just open. Ready? Everybody, like we did in our chant, open. Wow. Okay. So you go, wow. 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 Okay, there you go. That's the Tao. Wow. Somebody asks you, what's the Tao? Go, wow. Wow. But now within the Tao, we want it to take form, right? Where there's form in that. So what we have is the duality. You got the Tao, which is the wow. Wow. Don't give up on the Tao. I'm going to get you moving a little bit here. We did Chun GQ, and I mean, that's supposed to be an energy builder, and a lot of you were Chun GQ. Stop. But it's gathering energy, guys. The Tao is when we say, ready? Wow. We recognize that it's all around us. So in our wow today, though, I want you to send some wow out to our dear Kathy Cheeto, who is currently burying her dad today, as we speak, you know? So we want to think of that while we're here laughing and having a wonderful time, somebody's at a gravesite experiencing sadness and grief and loss. Right? That's the yin and the yang of life. That's what happens. Within one, there is always the other, and they're always happening simultaneously. Always. Always. Because that's the wow of the Tao. Right? All happening. We say these things, but to internalize it and to know about it in our lives. Now, in martial arts, right? Or in any of the other, let's say, acupuncture. Acupuncture is all about Taoism. Not every acupuncture knows about Taoism, but Taoism started acupuncture. The feng shui, the setting up things in rooms in particular ways to know about the energy, that's all from Taoism. Right? And of course, we have Qigong. That's really those philosophies, all coming back to. So in the midst of all of this back and forth of the yin and the yang, there is that idea of how we can stay balanced and centered in it. And the Taoists call that concept of staying in that wu wei. Wu wei. We want to stay in the wu wei of things, in the synchronicity of life. In the synchronicity of life. So, what I have found out that has been helpful is that when we can look at our bodies too, also in our bodies, there's different parts of us are yin and yang, right? So I have heard, and we have different schools of thought, just like with any other tradition. You go somewhere and they say, no, that angel isn't in that direction, that angel is in this direction. Or, you know, so ancient wisdom was passed along word of mouth. So we know how word of mouth works, right? It's telephone. By the time we get to the end of the telephone, the message is completely different. So, but the yin is really in the front and the yang is in the back. And we want to try to balance in the middle. We want to balance here, right? Again, lots of different words for what's in our center here. So just think about your center here. When we're in drama, we're in the front. That's all in the front of us. That's all thinking about that, the energy that's there for us. If you can somehow get your thoughts sort of in the back of your mind and in the strength of your spine, you can maintain for yourself nice mental harmony. Now, I'm not saying your situation is going to change, and I'm not saying all the other stuff is going to go away, but I'm going to say that we can maintain mental balance and harmony in the midst of what is going on in our lives. And that's also a lot of what we do, coming to here together as spiritual beings, trying to stay peaceful no matter what, right? Because that's the idea. We're not here to fight the world. We want to be in the flow of the world, to allow synchronicities to happen for us in our daily lives, which is being in the flow of wow, the Tao, right? So we can do that by this idea of really planting ourselves. One thing in Taoism too, and in any of the martial arts, it's about planting your feet. Where are your feet? Think about that in your daily life. Do we think about where our feet are? Like, what's going on? Are they connected? Rooted. That idea of feeling rooted into something. What am I rooted into as I walk? Right? So that idea of feeling rooted in my daily life and then open in my mind. Okay? If you can feel rooted in your daily life, open in your mind, there's nothing you can't deal with. How does that sound? Amen. Wow! Come on, that sounds wow! Yeah, that sounds like definitely something that we all want in our lives, right? Because hard stuff happens. So it's getting yourself rooted, knowing that other stuff is there in the front, because we always have to acknowledge pain. Do not deny, do not try to avoid. Acknowledge what is. It is there. I don't like it. I don't want it. But acceptance, it is what it is. Right? But it isn't who you are. So that's what distraction does. It not only tells you you have this pain, you have this situation, you have this scenario. It tells you you are it. You are less than, you are not enough, it's never going to end, you got to live your life this way, you got to figure it out. It tells you all these lies, all these things that aren't true for the way, for how the yin and the yang works, right? Because you couldn't be all of that. Because simultaneously, something else is also going on, always at every moment. So stay in movement, stay in flow, stay in that place of the wow of life. So, I say rooted. I remember where my center is. Try to get my thoughts in the back of my head, not in the front. With all of a sudden, look at it, it's all there. But where am I? Where am I? It's like connecting, understanding that there's a presence. That opening here, back of the head, is really opening up to that crown chakra, opening yourself up and trying to feel that energy in there and allowing yourself to feel the strength back, your shoulders back. Meaning that I can hold this, the truth of me can hold this. My true nature can walk through this. Understand the difference? My true nature can walk through. Not my personality set. Because, you see, in Taoism, too, we say the uncarved block. They talk about the uncarved block all the time. Our true nature is the uncarved block. What we've been doing is spending our lives carving that out and showing everybody, look what I did. Isn't it good? Isn't it nice? You like what I did? And we're never going to get everybody to agree with what we did and who we are and what we've made of ourselves or our ideas. Forget about what we are ourselves, our ideas. Everybody's going to like my ideas, you know. That means I'm a good person. I'm doing the right thing. You're carving up this creation of simplicity and light. That is the truth of who we are. Allowing. Very difficult thing. I know Wally likes to tell the story of the farmer that allowed everybody, something would happen in his life and he would just be, yeah, it is what it is. Is that so? Is that so? This is a really good thing to happen to you. Is that so? This is a really bad thing to happen to you. Is that so? And things kept changing every time. And things that apparently looked like a bad thing was a good thing. You can ask them what the story is later. I can fill you in. So, in the midst of this is like, this seems hard. And sometimes we feel like we're alone. And it's interesting because Wally played his song, his original song, beautiful by the way. which was you're never alone. Okay, I'm going to say, well, you're never alone. Even in Tai Chi, there is that aspect of when you're connecting, okay? So we're connecting, we know on the top, right? There's my higher power, there's my connection to that. I can connect with that. In a lot of churches, you'll see people like put their hands up. Why? Why? Cammy, why are people putting their hands up? To connect. Higher energy, right? Why are we afraid to reach up? I'm in a subway and I don't feel too good. It's getting really crowded. I don't put your hand up. You're walking down the street. You're alone. I can put my hand up. Why we can't put our hands up anymore? Because we're a car's block. It says putting hands up. People will think you're strange. So put our hands up and allow for that energy, reaching up, reaching up. So I want you to stand up, everybody. We're going to reach up. Make your connection with your higher power. I know, kind of get you. Make that connection with your higher power. Okay, now make that connection with the sky. This way, widen it out. Widen it out in your connection with the sky. And now bring that back to your heart. Bring that back to your heart. And then from your heart now, put your hands straight out as you're giving it to humanity. Look around. Now, turn your head right and left. Turn your head right and left. Humanity. Look at your neighbors. Look at that beautiful. Look at that beautiful energy that's all around you. Okay, now bring that back to your heart. Back to your heart. And then we bring our hands down like for the earth. And you can even add some if you want to pull something with your feet. Right? And bring it back. And now we're going to do, ready? That's that wake up call. Wake up. Hey, silly. Wake up, right? That's that, right? So think about it. There's energy from the divine. There's energy in the sky. There's energy in humanity. There's energy from there. Keep bringing it into my heart. Keep bringing it into me. We are never alone. Wherever you need it, if you got to kick your feet out, bring it in. Bring it in. Right? That is the way. The way. Woo! Yeah, right? And you know, and you can sit down. But you feel more energized, right? Yeah. More energized. It's very simple. It's very subtle at first, but actually it's something we can bring into our lives, especially when you're alone, right? A lot of times you might find yourself alone with something. Reach out. Make the connection. Energy is all around us. Our true nature is energy. Our true nature is wanting that desire to connect and just to be in the flow and the experience of life. You can enjoy your life. You can have an amazing life because it is an amazing journey that has lots of interesting angles to it. I'm just going to make it that kind of topic. Remember, in the Tao, extreme highs bring extreme lows. And a lot of times we want to work towards having that extreme high, that great love, that exciting night, that all this stuff. But what does that bring? The extreme low. Living in balance is a lot easier. Step back and enjoy rather than being bounced around by it. They say in the Taoist even went over a waterfall and was fine, because he allowed himself to go with the flow of the river. Let it turn him and move him. I remember one time that happened to me. I was caught up in a riptide. And when 2 lifeguards were trying to come get me, and they were getting caught up in it. And when I just let go and I said, well, I guess this is it. Because they couldn't get me either. And I just relaxed, and all of a sudden, the 3 of us were going up to the shore instead of being knocked around. So it really works. It's just very different from what we're used to doing because of the carve that we made out of the block of who we think we are. So this year of the rat, which is a year of abundance and bringing in, we want to wow it, right? We want to wow the rat. The rats, they're there. They are sustainable. They make it through anything and everything, don't they, right? They find their way, right? They'll just come and they'll just get it. And you can too. You can get it. You can make it. You can be in everything. Stay in that flow. Don't try to get too much. If you find yourself going too low, remind yourself, that's not helpful either. Acknowledge the pain. Step back and look at it. And allow the wow, grace. And I'm going to use this word, Nancy, sorry, the love. Because we're using that in our songs. We're going to do songs about love, but I want you to use, instead of the word love, think in your mind the word wow, the Tao. Because what the world needs now is more connection to what is, and to live in flow and synchronicity rather than duality and split and disharmony. This is my prayer for you this day, and so